Hi, I'm Kyle,
I'm Aiden.
I'm Clay.
and this is not Crash Course World History.
Mexican-American War. Three main ideas. Causes, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, and the Bear Flag Revolt.
1.
In the 1820s, Russia and Spain removed their land claims in the Oregon Country, opened that land for American expansion. When more and more Americans settled there, people wanted to officially annex the Oregon Country into the U.S. This would provide a separate port for trade to China. The current president of the Whig Party, James K. Polk, who had previously annexed Texas, annexed Oregon in 1848. The Mexican government considered Texas a stolen province as they had previously had control of it. This angered This angered the Mexican government. After several disagreements on the New Mexico-American border, as Americans believed it was along the Rio Grande River, and Mexico believed it was further north along the Nueces River. This dispute caused American General Zachary Taylor to send himself and his troops to the area. Mexican cavalry attacked a group of U.S. soldiers, killing about a dozen people. They then attacked an American fort on the Rio Grande. This is what eventually started the Mexican-American War.
The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. In 1848, the U.S. signed the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, which officially ended the Mexican-American War. This treaty forced Mexico to turn over much of its northern territory, including California, Nevada, Utah, most of Arizona, New Mexico, parts of Colorado, and Wyoming. The U.S. also won parts of the area claimed by Texas north of the Rio Grande. This land totaled more than 500,000 miles, increasing the size of the U.S. by 25%. The U.S. agreed to pay Mexico $15 million. The U.S. assumed claims of more than $3 million held by American citizens against the Mexican government. The treaty addressed the status of Mexicans in the Mexican Cession, would be protected in the free enjoyment of their liberty and property, and secured in the free exercise of their religion.
In 1846, 500 Americans lived in province of California. In contrast, there were 12,000 Californios. A small group of Americans went and tried to seize the town of Sonoma. There was hostilities on both sides, and some Americans stole horses. Above the town, rebels hoisted a flag with a bear facing a star on it. But it was rushed, so it looks more like a pig than a bear. Fremont went on side of the America because of war between America and Mexico. California's taken prisoner included Mariano Vallejo. In July, U.S. Navy came in, and in August, we claimed California. Some Californians still resisted until 1846, when they surrendered.
Now it's time for the electrifying question. You hold on to that, and I ask you a question. You press the button to lock in your answer, and if the answer is correct, you'll get shocked. Now your question is, due to the rushing of the creation of the flag, what did the bear resemble? Your time starts now.
A cow.
It was actually a pig. James K. Polk was a former Tennessee governor who was appointed by Democrats to oppose Henry Clay for leader of the Whig Party. Though they both focused primarily on annexing Oregon and Texas, Polk beat out Clay and became the leader of the Whig Party. He accomplished his goals in annexing Oregon and Texas during his term.
Mariano Guadalupe Vallejo. Vallejo was born to an influential California family in Monterrey. He joined the Mexican army shortly after Mexico's independence from Spain. He was put in charge of Mexico's efforts to increase settlement in Northern California. He eventually became the richest man in California. He welcomed American settlers, thinking it would lead to self-government of California. This did not happen.
You've been randomly selected for the electrifying question.
This game's rigged. I want a lawyer.
Pick up the handle. Your question is, what were the 3,200 people who moved to California called?
Californians.
Sorry, the correct answer was Californios. This was not Crash Course World History.